Wubba lubba dub dub!
What's up everyone? This is our first entry into our Print Everything series, and today we will be printing, assembling, and painting this awesome Rick Sanchez Mask designed by Easily Used on Thingiverse. Be sure to visit Easily Used Design by checking the description below or by scanning his QR code in the top right corner. Now this mask is not that much printing, but quite a lot of assembly. We first start off by downloading easily used files and slicing multiple STL files onto one bed. We decided to print these in white PLA at 0.2mm layer heights on a 0.4mm nozzle. It came out to 6 full print beds, but since they were so thin-walled, the entirety of the print, including support material and brim, was only 557 grams, or just over half a spool. The prints took just one day spread out over 6 machines, but if you only have one, it'll take about 3 days. Make sure your printers are calibrated if you are printing over multiple machines, since the parts will not fit together if they are not. We definitely suggest to keep track of the name of each part, since that will save you a lot of time during assembly. When the prints are done, the first step is to clean up the support and brim. We printed a thin brim on most of the parts to make sure nothing was knocked over during the print, but it definitely added to the cleanup time. Once clean, we had quite a puzzle to assemble. You will need a plastic welder or strong plastic glue. We used a combination of Plexus and DevCon plastic welders. You will also need Bondo or spackle to close the seams. Bondo works for a cleaner surface, but involves a lot more sanding, so we stuck to regular spackle. Finally, you will need 220 grit sandpaper and sanding blocks. We decided to take the mask in sections so that sanding was as easy as possible. We plastic weld sections, wait for them to dry, and then spread spackle over the cracks. The spackle takes about 30 minutes to dry and can then be sanded until smooth. It is also smart to go over the inside and reinforce some of the sections, since that area will not be viewable to the public. Be sure to be as precise as possible when assembling your parts, otherwise you will be left with your final section not quite fitting perfectly. This is exactly what happened to us with the left side of Rick's hair, but no worry, plenty of spackle will fix the problem. Once the entire head is assembled, we glue on each of Rick's hair spikes according to where they fit. We then smooth out those seams and go over any defects. What you are left with is this scary but nearly complete mask of Rick Sanchez. We kept the tongue and eyes separate for easier painting and will apply them last. The first step in painting is to apply a coat of primer. Be sure your bottle is not broken like ours was, or else you will be left with a mess and colorful fingers for quite a few days. We sanded further after the first coat and applied a second coat with a fresh bottle. You can choose whatever method you prefer for painting, but since we have a lot of spray paint in stock, we went that route. We first spray our Flesh Ivory spray paint on the back of Rick's head for his unfortunate bald spot. We tape a circle off after drying and spray his hair in an Island Splash Blue. Be sure to apply multiple coats and to let each coat dry fully before reapplying. After drying, we tape off the eyebrows and hair and cover the hair in its entirety in a plastic bag. This allows for easy application of coloring Rick's face. The same as the hair, apply multiple thin coats for best results. We now move into the hand painting. We decided to combine multiple colors in order to get the exact mix we wanted for Rick's tongue, slime, and mouth. This just involves taping off his lips and being as precise as possible. We saved the teeth for last. After painting his eyes white, we carefully plastic weld them into place. Ours did not fit perfectly, so we made sure to reinforce them on the inside. Cut out some black stickers, give Rick some pupils, and you're good to go. Touch up all the remaining sections and you're left with this awesome mask. Now it's time to get schwifty and party. Don't forget to view Easily Used Design in the description below, and be sure to subscribe for more fun 3D printing tips and tutorials.
Oh yeah! You gotta get schwifty! You gotta get schwifty in here!